Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Monique. Today we are here to do a plan with me for the week of September something. Let's go there and let's see. The week of September 22nd through the 28th. So I want to do a layout for that. I am moving away from so just to recap, this is a MoTerm traveler's notebook. Inside of here I have 4 inserts. The first insert I have is for my budget, and it keeps track of all my financials. The second insert that I have is the 2025 Sterling Ink Common Planner in the compact version. It's for the full year and it's a horizontal weekly layout. So that's insert number 2. Insert number 3 is my personal journal, as well as keeping notes from church services, and daily devotionals, etc. And then the fourth one, I haven't started it yet, but I have it stuck in here just in case I decided to start it earlier, is the one that I have for my grandson Bean. So I am keeping track of his growth over the years, and I plan on giving all of these inserts to him when he graduates from high school so he can see how Nana saw him growing up. But with that said, a lot of personal information is in here, especially my financials, as well as some personal thoughts that I have. I don't feel as comfortable carrying this around any longer, so this has now become my desk planner overall, which is cool. I go into it every week, and what I'm going to do is I'm still tracking most of the same stuff, but on the weekly view, before I used to keep track of what I was eating during the course of the day and when, because I am doing intermittent fasting. I would also try and keep like a grocery list here, and a lot of my different tasks that I have from both a weekly and a daily perspective. So that would look like this. This is kind of where I was with that. I'll go in, just come in just a little bit more so you can see. So over here, keeping my dated events that I have, or timed events that I have here, keeping track of my food intake, what time I took that in, what time I ate, and then my water intake as well. Over here, I kept track of weekly tasks that I had, keeping track of my bills. I keep track of meals, and I keep track, here was supposed to be my grocery list that didn't work out too well, and keeping track of YouTube down here. So I am going to keep in my weekly going forward timed events. I am going to keep track of bills, meals, and YouTube as well. I am going to move my food intake, water intake, and daily tasks, as well as grocery lists. I'm going to move those now to CP Petite. So I have a cloth and paper CP Petite that came in the September intentions box. I have gotten some inserts that came along with it in the intention box. Also, I've gotten some inserts that I got from Macari over someone who was giving up some inserts that they had from Crafted Design Co. That's what you see here. This dashboard, for example, is one of the items, as well as some meal planning inserts and some tasks inserts. See where those are? Yeah. So she had some half-page inserts. She had some tasks inserts, and she had some grocery. And I shouldn't have used that copy right there to show you guys, but here you can see here some weekly meal planner inserts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn these weekly meal planner inserts into how I'm going to track my food. So track in each of the boxes per day: breakfast, snack, lunch, and dinner. That's what I'm doing over here. Almost got rid of the word breakfast. I'll fix it. But anyway, I've already dated it starting 9/22, and I'm going to keep track of that over here. I'm also going to keep track of my reading as well, the books that I'm reading, and as far as how many chapters I'm going through and able to complete. I'm keeping that in my CP Petite. I'm going to keep a grocery guide, or where I'm going to document my list here for that. And then I'm also going to keep track of my daily tasks that I have using these half sheets that we have, as well as notes pages that I have from cloth and paper also of those tasks, as well as any chores that I have, etc. So all of that will be kept in here, and I'm going to do the habit tracking as well in here also. I know that these sheets can be kind of expensive, so I do have to be mindful of that I'm now going to be printing paper that's going to be more from an HP ink Instant Ink subscription perspective, so I have to be mindful of that, as well as I needed to make these copies, but I also needed to figure out the sizing on those and then how to get them with the disc punch so that I'd be able to add them. So someone mentioned that it really is more so just an A6 size of a printout, and instead of using rings, you're just using the disc bound. So I've been printing out some things using A6 size, and it does work perfectly. Here you're seeing from Peanuts Planner Co. her today freebie that she has from her Facebook page. I went, downloaded it, printed it out in an A6 size, and then from Amazon I ordered a four hole punch. It's pretty cheap. It was definitely, I think it was less than $15, but I ordered a 4-hole punch from there, and they give you instructions on the inside on how to use it for a 5-disc punch or a 6-disc. It's been working out fine, no issues at all. And so that is what I will be doing going forward for some of the items that I used to capture on the weekly horizontal page in the Sterling Ink Comment Planner. I'm now going to keep track of those in my CP Petite. This is very different. Trying to get used to this, and I might do a flip of it at some point. Just how I'm trying to keep track of everything, of projects that I have. This is a project that I'm working on, and I'll be using the task sheets for that. As I mentioned before, I also, and again, this came from Crafted Design Co. And then I have some weekly plans here that are listed here just in case I decide I want to move to a weekly view. I doubt it. And then also I've got some more of the Peanuts Planner Co. items, the today insert. This is another daily insert that she had as well. And then there's a grocery guide, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that she has as well. So I am just going to try this out and see how it works. We shall see. So for right now, I got to get used to doing discs. All right, so I'm going to close that up for right now. Let's go get back to the comment planner. And I'm going to pull this out. Pull this insert out. Alrighty. Stick this over to the side. And then let's see how far we can get. So here's the week. All right. So first, let me get a new layout. I think I'm still going to do a half page. And there is a hash mark here that denotes the middle of this particular grid page. So I'm going to go ahead and use my erasable pen, 0.5 millimeter. It's the Friction Synergy. What does that say? Clicker? Yes, I think it says clicker. All right, so let's go ahead and get our line drawn. I need this. Get my line in. I did decide to move to an erasable ink for this one just because the other pen that I was using, I use a fountain pen, and that fountain pen will sometimes bleed, and I have a lot of smudge marks, and so I'm trying to lessen that possibility as much as possible. All right, so let's go across here. Turn it this way. For some reason, backwards works better, or upside down works better for me sometimes. I can already tell my line is crooked. It's all good. Let's come on up till I get to the line. Right there. All right. Next, we are going to come over on this side of the page, and what did I tell you guys I'm keeping? We don't need this anymore because I'm keeping track of all of this in the daily. So I need the space for bills, meals, and YouTube, and that's it. So this whole top section can be for bills. Let's cut that off right around here. Okay. Okay. And then Sweets likes to give me meals, so I'm going to cut that off right here, the meals for the week. We'll cut that off here. And these are all meals he cooks, but I will sometimes put the few meals that I have to cook. Sometimes I will add those here as well. And then we need a section for YouTube, and that's probably going to be down here. Let's just put that line here. Okay, there you go. Got that divided up. All right, for the updates, I'm using this Platinum Preppy fountain pen that I got from the Goulet company. And it has an espresso ink in here from the Cloth and Paper August subscription box. Okay. So one of the things, let's use, I'm going to use the remainder of the sticker page that I got from Tawana Simone from Etsy. We haven't used any more of these, so I'm going to use some of these now. And I'm going to match up with this mild liner that I have. I don't know what color this is. Look at the top. There you go. That's the color. So I am going to, I don't really need this. So first thing I need to do is mark class and work for my two kids. Go all the way down. Okay. So my son works on a, well, I'll do Corinne first. So her class schedule. She has classes on 10 a.m. on Mondays and Wednesdays. And then she has class on starting at 8:30 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. All right, my son, so this is an off weekend for him. He doesn't work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, which means he is going to work Monday, and he's going to work Tuesday. He'll have Wednesday and Thursday off, and then he'll work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I just put an M. He works a 12-hour shift overnight. And I don't really know the times because he leaves the house all kind of crazy times. So I'm just not sure. All right. Then we've got church things. So now I'll put in some of our appointments that we've got. So we've got church on Thursday at 7 p.m. Do I have anything else happening on Thursday? I don't. So, but I'm going to put this down a little bit. Let's say here, 7 p.m. and then 10 a.m. here. I also have church at 2:30 or ASL class at 2:30 on that Sunday too. Put that over that. All right. Next is football. Let's see what we got for that. So we won the first game. We lost game 2. This will be the game for the 28th. The 28th, the game is at 9:30 a.m. What? Oh, it's in Ireland? Is that what that says? So it's not necessarily here. So that's 9:30 a.m. for the Steelers. Okay. Now, one of the other things that I like with, let me make sure. Okay. And then on the 28th, I also have to have a meeting, an estate meeting for my dad's estate. 6:30 p.m. estate meeting. Okay. All right, let's go and look at some of my to-dos that I have. So one of the things that I know I have to do here is approve time cards. This is like my one priority of the day, or thing that I need to focus on, is what I do. And I just do it like not out, sideways, I guess, not upside down. I do it there. Here, my daughter needs to pay me her money for her insurance. I need to give her a reminder. Saturday, I need to do a reminder about the estate meeting to my sister and brother. Thursday, I'm just going to put that as trash day to make sure I get that trash can where it is supposed to be. All right, and then that is it. All right, so up here we're going to have bills. And let's see where we are for bills. So we are still in September. It's August, September. All right, so this will be the week of 22nd through the 28th. So, all right, Best Buy is paid off. Don't have to worry about that. City is paid off. Don't have to worry about that. Visible. Turn that pin around. I have Visible on the 25th. We have iPhone insurance. And that's happening on the 26th. We have Disney on the 27th. We have Gas South on the 28th. And we have Visible again, second phone, on the 28th. Okay. Yes. Okay. That is it for that one. Then meals. I have not talked to Sweets yet to find out what he is cooking, but he always cooks on Monday. Tuesday. He's out of town on Wednesday, so it's Mama's turn to cook. Then he comes back and cooks Thursday. and he cooks Friday. And then the weekend is on me. All right. So I will get that from him. Time card approvals. Need to just write a note here because I keep forgetting. I'll do it on Tuesday. Fetch rewards. I always forget, and then it's too late when I try to scan them and I don't get any points. Build stew is done, and then chores. So I am going to say Wednesday I need to wash clothes as my priority. Okay. All right. So each day has a priority. Now let's see what else we got for those days. That's everything on that. Stick that over there. Nope, not that. All right. The lawn guy is not coming until the 29th. And that's after this week. So boom, you're already up. So I need to, when did I water my plants, y'all? That's the last time I watered my plants. I had to have watered them somewhere in here. Okay. I'm going to go and water them right now. Today is Saturday, so I'm going to say here, we're going to water the plants as well. Out there. Because I'm going to go and do that now. No book club meetings. Don't have to worry about that. Let's go back. Funk guy is not coming. Alrighty. Okay, for church. I don't know if it's the Monday mystery movie or not. So I need to ask Sweets, are we going to the movies on that Monday? It's coming Monday. Bills. Yeah. Football. Right there. Alrighty. I'm also going to put, I'm going to go back to using Kroger delivery just because it's cheaper. I can stop going inside the store because sometimes that costs more money. Let's put that there. And I actually might go ahead and document that as my priority for Sunday. Grocery delivery. Okay. Sorry about the sun going down and the shadows that you guys are seeing. All right, that is it. I'm going to list here. It's going to be my YouTube down here. So I'm just going to put here if there's anything for the week that I need to do, not on a specific day, or maybe I think what I might do is list out any to-dos that I have and then just check here every morning. And when I know I can do it, if I plan it on a particular day, then I'll put it in here. I think that might be what I do there. All right, we're going to go back to, we got a lot more space on the page now that we have all of that moved out. So I am going to take her and sit her right there. Yes, honey. You cute. All right, put that there. What else? What's not a big day? These are not big days, so let's stick this here. Got a lot more space. All right, let's put that there. I want to use up the rest of this stuff on here, so let's do that. And there. And there. And there. The rest of these are circles. They're not dewdrops. Should I use another one? Yeah, I can't leave that one just with that one, right? So let's go with a circle, since that's what we got. Okay. Let us. Is that crooked? It's looking crooked to me. Okay. That's better. I think the line is crooked, actually. What else can we use? Is that it? And that is it. I don't think there's anything else I need to put on this page. So maybe not. Oh, hold on. I think I ripped it. Okay, I think that is it. So we are all set up here. And then, as I mentioned before, I'm going to be working on this to try and figure out what I can do with this CP Petite. Okay, I think that is it. Thanks, everybody, for your time. You guys have a good one.